I think the rules of life, the laws of life, call for people working together and being fair to each other in order to produce a victory. You see, the diversity and inclusion policies came out of this civil rights movement. They really came from Birmingham. And when they started demonstrating in Birmingham, they came to see Dr. King. And I was with him then by that time. And it was late 1962 that they came to visit us. And just before Christmas. And there had been 60 bombings of people's homes and churches in Birmingham in 1961 and 62. And they came over and asked for Dr. King's help. And Dr. King said he'd be glad to help, but they should first sit down and write what their grievances were. And so the leadership in Birmingham, mostly workers from the steel mills and the coal mines, and a few college professors and a few um, just good citizens with good sense, sat together and they wrote what they called the Birmingham Manifesto. And that was a whole list of their complaints about the way they were treated, not only in voter registration, but when they went down to City Hall to get a marriage license, people were roughed up by the police. And there were just a lot of things, a long list of things. And they included in these, they didn't like the idea that they couldn't eat at a lunch counter in a restaurant, but they could shop at every other counter. That whole list of things were listed by the citizens of Birmingham. Dr. King asked me, did I know any white people in Birmingham? And I said, I don't know any black people in Birmingham, hardly. I don't know anybody in Birmingham. And he said, well, you get along pretty good with white people. So why don't you get to know some? He said, you got some time. And I said, what am I going to do? He said, we can't go in there and have a boycott of everything but food and medicine. And we can't start demonstrations and we can't consider protests unless we help the people, the white people, understand why we're protesting. And they agreed to meet with Dr. King and Reverend Abernathy and Reverend Shuttlesworth. And there was an actual, honest, calm, reasonable discussion, just explaining differences. But then the churchman and the bishop wrote their grievances, what their complaints were against the black community. And that was where the whole diversity and inclusion platform was developed.